What is Boomerang? Boomerang works in several different ways. At its simplest, it works like a snooze button. So an email comes into your inbox and you click on Boomerang and you can indicate that you want to see that email in an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours from now. Now, I don't suggest you use Boomerang that way because it doesn't encourage appropriate engagement with the email. Typically, we want to put things into contexts where the appropriate action is implied. So the snooze button is to be used sparingly. Boomerang also lets you schedule an email to be sent at an optimal time. So perhaps you have an email that you want to send off to yourself or to a colleague, and you want them to receive it at a specific time and date. So you can set a send schedule in Boomerang so that that particular email will be sent to the person you want at a particular time and date, which will be optimal. Boomerang also gives you some really cool follow-up tools. You can set Boomerang to remind you if you get no reply from someone within a certain time period. You can set Boomerang to remind you if the email hasn't been opened by the person you sent it to within a certain time period. You can also request a read receipt. This is basically a link to the party you're sending the message to, which lets them signal that they have read your email. And again, in the absence of a read receipt signal coming back to you, you can have a reminder from Boomerang that this hasn't occurred within the time period that you set up. And finally, or regardless, which just means that a copy of the email will end up back in your inbox at a future date, which will let you follow up in whatever way you like within the time period that you indicate. So this is a great way of creating follow-up quickly. And we're going to talk about a few other ways which you might prefer to use, and you can pick and choose like a buffet. And like with all of our context-based sorting, once an item has been boomeranged or put into your calendar, archive it so it's not in your inbox.